Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
How you doing, everybody?
Oh, how's it going, Dr. A?
You know, Joe, it couldn't be better. But just for once, I would like for it to be better.
Well, Dr. A, what's on the agenda for today? Anything special planned?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a lot of things, and I'm glad you asked, Sam. I'm excited for today. I am excited to kick off a new school year this year. I'm proud of our accomplishments and the things that we've done for our community. The fact that we're known throughout the region, throughout the state, and obviously here locally, where everybody knows our name. Whether they know us as FJC, FCCJ, or FSCJ, we have become a leader in community colleges across the country. So I'm excited about all of that. And I'm happy to share some of those successes with you today. Today, we're going to highlight some of the extensive work that we do to provide the highest quality in service and education for all of our students. So we've got a lot to cover today, so let's get started with our program.
Sounds like a great plan. Thank you, Dr. A. Well, good morning, everybody. I am Professor of Speech Communication Joe LaBarbera. It's my honor to once again co-MC Convocation 2023, and I am delighted to be joined by Professor of English, Dr. Samantha Urtenberg. Before we toss the program over to her, we do have a little bit of housekeeping to take care of. Just safety always at the top of our minds here at FSCJ. In the unlikely event of an emergency, you may be asked to calmly and quietly exit the gymnasium. There are several exits in the gym. Some are behind you, some are in the corner, there's some here, some behind the stage. If you could just take a moment to find the exit nearest you, and if there is an emergency, just leave quietly and calmly. We'd appreciate that very much. Sam?
All right, thanks, Joe. I couldn't be more excited to be here again this morning to welcome back my fellow colleagues back for the start of a brand new academic year. And we realize that not everyone is able to be here in person today because there's a lot to do to get ready for next week. So we hope those of you who are joining us virtually know how much we appreciate you for being available for our students during these last few days before fall term begins. So a special thank you to our friends in facilities and security, as well as our team members from student services and the business offices. Your roles are critical in ensuring our students have a successful beginning to the term. So once again, thank you. Now, we've asked a wonderful partner, supporter, and friend of FSCJ to get us started, our District Board Chair, Wayne Young. Fueled by his strong belief in FSCJ and what we stand for, he works hard to elevate our position as the community's college and ensure our students have what they need to be successful. So we are so pleased to have him here this morning. So please join me in welcoming our new District Board Chair, Wayne Young.
Wow, thank you, FSCJ, and good morning, everyone. It is my honor to serve as the District Board of Trustees Chair, and I'm so happy to be here with you this morning to celebrate the beginning of yet another new and exciting academic year. I'd like to start by thanking you all for joining us today. I know this is an especially busy period for all final preparations you must complete before classes begin next week. It is important that we come together to collect our thoughts and focus our efforts on what lies ahead and the real why behind the work that we do. And the work that we do consists of our students and their success. I think you'll also agree that it's nice to take a little pause and spend time with friends and colleagues from across our different locations. When I first joined the District Board of Trustees in 2018, I was thrilled to be a part of this wonderful institution that means so much to so many. Since the time the Florida Junior College doors opened back in 1965, we have positioned ourselves to address the complex needs of our business, industry, and workforce. We have also exercised agility in anticipating needs and addressing them before the need was even realized. If I may speak on behalf of our District Board of Trustees, I would just like to say how proud we are of FSCJ's continued ability to be nimble, seamlessly adapting, and always working towards innovative solutions that enhance learning and progress. Through a variety of academic programs that serve the strengths and interests of everyone and anyone, FSCJ is and has been a trusted resource for hundreds of employers and thousands upon thousands of students. And just think about the ripple effect and the influence that has in uplifting communities and making Northeast Florida an economic engine in the state of Florida. Whether people know it or not, and they all should, FSCJ has a footprint that reaches far beyond our county lines. Our true level of impact is simply immeasurable. FSCJ has played a vital role in making this community a place where opportunity is within reach. We are so privileged to work and live here. Global business and industry leaders are attracted to our resources and infrastructure. People from across the country are flocking here to put down roots and raise their families. They all know a better tomorrow is possible here in our community. And that's why we are here. FSCJ exists to make a brighter future possible through education, training, and workforce partnerships. This level of influence doesn't just happen on its own. FSCJ is so much more than an institution. It is a group of dedicated individuals with their own expertise, experiences, and passions, coming together to work towards a common goal to help students find their success. FSCJ continues to be a mainstay in this community because of all of you. You are the critical touch points that encourage students to begin and persevere when times get tough. You are the bridge between the lives they once had and the places their education will take them. You are ambassadors who share all the good that is happening here and discover possibilities to do even more. We cannot thank you all enough for all you do for FSCJ, our students, our neighbors, our partners, and supporters. Before I turn the program back over, I would like to take a moment to introduce my fellow trustees. Fellow trustees, as I read your name, if you would please stand, and you will be honored with a round of applause. And I ask that you hold your round of applause until the last trustee has stood. Our immediate past board chair, Mr. Mike Bell. That's okay. Our past board chair and long-term board member, Mr. Mac McGee. Thank you. You may be seated. The Vice Chair for Duval County, Dr. Jennifer Brown, and the Vice Chair for Nassau County, Mr. Roderick Odom, and Trustee Dr. Andrew Shaw were unable to be here this morning, but they send their regards and well wishes for a fantastic year ahead. On behalf of the District Board of Trustees, I once again thank you for your dedication to this institution and the students we serve. We look forward to an incredible and exciting year. Thank you.
How you doing, everybody?
So, what's the story, Dr. A?
You know, it reads like a novel, Joe, but there's not enough time to share the ending with you.
Well, hit me with it. I'm feeling lucky.
All right, I don't mind if I do. I'm honored to be part of this exceptional institution. FSCJ continues to grow and to advance all of our offerings throughout our community with all of our students. And each day I'm constantly reminded of the outstanding work from the exceptional faculty and staff that we have here at the college.
Yeah, no question about it. Speaking of amazing faculty and staff, the impressive accomplishments that so many of them have achieved. Did you know that we have had 13 of our colleagues complete degrees this year? And that's amazing. And we've had several go through HR's earned degree process. We have had 63 people recently complete professional certifications. So pretty impressive. Now, I mean, I don't like to brag myself, but I've achieved an all-time high score in MLB, the show.
Nice job.
I have now the record for most putts for a single round at my local golf course.
Attaboy.
And I moved up to number 15,412 on the Green Bay Packers season ticket waiting list. I have an idea. Thank you. Why don't we invite up Dr. Wall to share more about the impressive work of our FSCJ family?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Good morning, FSCJ community. Thank you. I'm Dr. John Wall. I have the honor of serving here as Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, and I want to add my welcome to the new year, 23-24. So I was thinking about this convocation and the upcoming year. I started to reflect a little bit on our theme today, where everybody knows your name. Yes, many people know of FJC, FCCJ, FSCJ. I've even met some who know about FCSJ, FJSC, and I've noticed that sometimes the word-by-word version gives people trouble. Any of you ever heard Florida State College University out there? But the point is that almost everybody in our community gets the general idea, and the vast majority do know our name. Our institution, us. We've been a critical resource for this community for nearly 60 years. And although our students and alumni are everywhere you go, although they know the name and that we are a college in this community, do they really know us beyond that? Do our prospective students and their loved ones really know us? As the community's college, does the community really know us in any depth? Some years ago, I had the pleasure of providing campus tours to incoming trustees. And without exception, they were impressed with what they saw as they learned about our programs, the variety of services that we offer, all in support of our students. And without exception, each one expressed that they had no idea that we did all of this. Despite everyone knowing our name, I think it's true that our college is sometimes a best-kept secret. When it comes to our breadth of programs, services, outreach, impact, quality, and innovation, being a best-kept secret is not a good thing. As Dr. A goes to get the word out, he's found that our legislators at local, state, and even the national level, they welcome the opportunity to visit and tour the college, and without exception, they are all impressed with what they see. When I'm called upon to join one of those tours, can you guess what I hear from these influential guests? I had no idea you did all of this. Before I spend too much time looking outward on how people perceive us, let's take a minute and look inward and ask the question, do we really know us and all that we do? FSCJ is so much more than the community college in town with several campuses, flexible scheduling, and affordable tuition. While we are and celebrating these things, FSCJ's reach and impact far outweigh those obvious highlights. So it's on each of us to help change that perception. In support of that, we've prepared a short video today to spotlight some of our different areas to help you reflect for a moment on how it all comes together.
FSCJ is a great place to work and to be a student, but there's so much to be proud of and so many moving pieces. Sometimes it's hard to see the big picture. Never fear though, we're here to give you a very quick sneak peek at some of what you may be missing. Let's start with academics. Don't blink. But there's so much more to FSCJ than just classes.
You all make me so proud to work at FSCJ, but I see that video and really, it's like, wow. We're at Convocation today, and we know that it's an opportunity to connect with people who, like us, working to make their part of FSCJ shine. And every single one of you matters for that vision. And that vision only emerges when the pieces that we all do come together. The more we understand about the pieces and then the big picture, the better we'll know FSCJ. Each one of us should be an FSCJ ambassador. Earlier this morning, Trustee Young referred to our role as ambassadors to the community. But to effectively tell our story, we really need to know our own story. And this can be tricky in an institution of this size and with all we have going on. But it's important that we know our story because it's a story that our community needs to hear. In support of knowing our story more completely, in the year ahead, we have planned out, so please be on the lookout for information on different open house style opportunities around the college, where we all will be able to learn more about individual programs and the great work that we do at FSCJ. We want all of us to learn a little bit more. I want to take a few minutes to extend some recognitions. I'm pleased to acknowledge and congratulate a special group of our teammates who were nominated by colleagues and students to receive the Faculty APC and CEC Awards. As I read the name of each recipient, if you are here, would you please stand? I'm going to begin with the 2023 Distinguished Faculty Award recipients. Dr. Teresa Dyer-Kramer, Professor of Nursing. Yeah. Janiyah Jones, Professor of Adult Education. Dr. Christopher Robert Pearl, Professor of Biological Sciences. Matthew Simmons, Professor of Mathematics. There he is. And Dr. Indrani Sindhuvali, Professor of Biological Sciences. Congratulations to all of you, and sincerely thank you for the great work you've done. Our Distinguished Adjunct Faculty Award recipient is Professor of Human Services, Janet Goldstein. Congratulations, Professor Goldstein. Dr. A comes and says, congratulations to all these people. That was an online. We dropped her into her class. That was a hoot. This year's Administrative and Professional Collaborative Exceptional Service and Initiative Award recipient is Carrie Roth, Associate Director of Student Services, Student Life and Leadership, and North Campus Dean. Congratulations, Carrie. When y'all stand, like, stay up for a minute. That was a whack-a-mole, Carrie. People want to see you. The Career Employees Council Recognition of Excellence Award recipient is Natural Sciences Laboratory Manager Brian Keene. Congratulations to you, Brian. Now, as you made your way in this morning, you probably noticed the slides with names of employees who are celebrating years of service milestones, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and even 45 years with the college. If your name was up there today, I want to thank all of you for your dedication to FSCJ. We're going to have some additional recognition opportunities for you all in the weeks to come, so please be on the lookout for information about that. Now, this time, I'd like to introduce my fellow members of the executive leadership team. As I read your name, if you would please stand so that we may honor you with a round of applause. We'll ask again to hold to the end, and I said this before, Dr. A's expectation, and we do. We work as a team, so we'll ask you if you're going to recognize us to do it as a team. Let me start with Dr. Jarrett Jumichel, Associate Vice President of Institutional Effectiveness. They just love you, Jarrett. It's good. Dr. Deb Fontaine, Vice President of Strategic and Institutional Effectiveness. Dr. Wanda Ford, Vice President of Finance and Administration. Dr. Cedric Gibson, Associate Vice President of Workforce and Entrepreneurship. Dr. Linda Herlocker, Vice President of Student Services. Jill Johnson, Chief Communications Officer. Thank you. Mark Lacey, Chief Human Resource Officer. Lisa Moore, Chief Officer for Organizational Culture and Engagement. And Cleve Warren, FSCJ Foundation Executive Director. I'd like if we could just give them a little bit of round of applause. We also want to take some time to recognize all who've gone on to complete a degree or certificate program this past year, either here at FSCJ or at another educational institution. So on the screen, you'll see the names of those who have completed FSCJ certificate programs since our last convocation. If you're one of those who has completed one or more of these professional development certificates and training programs, would you please stand? And thank you for your dedication and commitment. If you are someone who completed a degree since the last time we met here, would you please stand? Oh! We truly do applaud your commitment to your educational and professional development. Congratulate you on your success. If anyone here has questions about our professional development programs, you can find more information in weekly emails from Training and Organizational Development or by emailing hrtraining@fscj.edu. With that, I'll close with my thanks to you once again for being here today and for all that each of you do for this institution, for our students, and for the community. I wish you all the best for the year ahead. Thank you.
How you doing, everybody?
Hey, Dr. A, how does a coffee sound?
You know, I don't know, Sam. I usually finish it before it gets a word in.
So I was watching TV the other day and finally got to see our commercial air. I'll admit it was a little odd to see myself up there, and my dogs were incredibly confused by that as well. But it was really exciting to know that so many people in the community will see some of the highlights that FSCJ can offer without ever stepping foot on campus. I don't always get to see what other programs are doing and how they are engaging and training our students. So it was great to get an insider view from some of those programs.
So I'm glad you brought it up, Sam. I would love to share the commercial for those in the audience who haven't seen it. There are a few different versions, but they are all impactful. They are all powerful. And they are outstanding recruiting tools for our students and for people in our community to get to know what we have. So let's watch the first one.
I'm feeling the limit. Ay, starting out finishing. Yeah.
FSCJ has so much to offer.
They really let you have it all.
They made it personal to make sure I was really set up for success. We're a world of people and possibility to help you find your fit.
So we're going to share some of the other versions later, but as we're talking about recruitment and what we are doing to make our name widely known, we're going to bring up Dr. Jacqueline Thompson to share about how our recruiting and advising teams are expanding our reach in the community.
Good morning. I am honored to be here to share some information about our academic advising, student recruitment, and our communication teams, and all of the amazing things that they have been up to this past year, working toward enrollment, retention, and persistence at FSCJ. So I'm super happy to share. I'll begin with the evolution in academic advising. In the past 12 months, advising team achieved so many milestones. Over 33,000 students are now assigned to a dedicated advisor who consistently communicates with them and helps to ensure that they have a confident and supported academic journey. But there's more. Our advisors now proactively case manage. They have a caseload, and they meticulously track performance, aiding those that are in need of support in the moment. This personalized outreach campaign and strategy, we've already seen tangible benefits. We had 10,000 scheduled academic advising appointments in the past year. In addition, we've partnered with our academic partners in our associate in science degrees to help create a team, a success team for those students in the AS programs. So IPMs, instructional program managers, and other academic partners work with us to craft personal plans for students, helping to minimize those obstacles and help them start in the prerequisites and then smooth their transition into the professional phase of the program. But that's not all. Aligned with our architecture for student success, we've recently launched something called differentiated care. And we do have large caseloads, but we are really looking at the data to help guide us to provide support for students at the high support level, medium support, and lower support. And we employ different tactics so that we can manage those large caseloads and ensure that students have timely information, tailored support, and it's early implementation, but we're already seeing evidence that their efforts are impacting this, both the student satisfaction with student feedback to us, academic performance, and certainly persistence as we see those numbers come out every week. Next, student recruiting. They have certainly contributed positively in this last year. Increased engagement and new student applications are up. With full access to communities and schools now, they are tirelessly out in the community, connecting. We build relationships with our Nassau and Duval County partners and other community groups in Northeast Florida. So beyond these recruitment events, we talk about the tours and the open houses and things. We do small and large group tours all the time at every campus. We have requests weekly. They include sometimes program highlights, classroom visits, interactive activities, anything that helps connect our community and our potential student to FSCJ. This increase in events and participation was notable in 22-23. We had 76 community events. We conducted over 213 visits to high schools. That's private, public, charter, mostly in Duval and Nassau County, but when we're invited elsewhere as well. We've interacted with more than a dozen middle schools and hosted 16 large signature events, including our popular open house with over 1,000 attendees, and something that we tried new and we're super excited to roll out, not just to Nassau County, but to Duval as well, the Takeover Day, where we bus students into campus, or our partners do, in Nassau this last May, and have an entire day of engaging activities, direct admission, and connecting them with the fun things about FSCJ. It was a huge success, so we're super excited about the upcoming ones. So lastly, we focused on creating a communication ecosystem. And what do I mean by that? We want it to be modernized, personalized, and comprehensive, and dynamic. So all of those things, all of those long words. But to really create not just relaying information to the student, but create this vibrant tapestry of just-in-time information, assistance in the moment, and scheduled outreach as well. So the key thing to this is that we're using all different modalities. So SMS, inbound and outbound calls, email, live chat, direct mail, digital, any way that we think that we can reach our student, that's what we're employing. And the best thing about it is that the student is getting the information in the channel that they want to receive it in. Okay? Not just the channel that we're sending it, but they can pick and choose. We achieve this by partnering with marketing to integrate platforms and evolve into this new vibrant tapestry. To further this effort, we extended the communication into the classroom, and many of you who are here teaching in the classroom may be aware of the communication plan that we rolled out this past year, so that we can communicate events and upcoming items in the classroom where the students are, not just when they stop by the advising centers or financial aid or some other student services. So in conclusion, our communication, advising, and recruitment efforts have significantly influenced enrollment, retention, and persistence at FSCJ. We collaborate with academic partners, grant programs, and marketing to create this data-informed strategy with personalized support and proactive outreach. We are truly the ambassadors for FSCJ and to our students. I'm honored to share these accomplishments, and I thank the entire FSCJ community for your support. Together, we continue to amplify the transformative power of education. Thank you.
How you doing, everybody?
Welcome back. How's life in the fast lane, Dr. A?
Oh, beats me, Joe. I can't find the on-ramp.
Well, you just go to that no U-turn sign and you make a U-turn, you'll be on your way, you know. I am looking forward to this year. A lot of exciting things going on around campus. Oh, they're taking pictures. You got so much going on around the college. You have the 5-year plan, the master's facility plan is moving forward, the development of the comprehensive campaign, increased enrollment, and best of all, a very promising JAG season. Yeah. Plus, Aaron Rodgers left the Packers for the Jets. The Chicago Bears could be the kings of the NFC North.
Could be?
Could be. All they have to do is win, baby. And as you're on your quest to find life in the fast lane, it seems like a great time to talk about our QEP quest.
It's a great idea, Joe. Let's invite up Karen Acevedo, our new director for the Quality Enhancement Plan, and she will talk about the progress we've made with our QEP. Karen has been with the college for about 3 years now, but she has started in her new role and she has hit the ground running. Let's bring up Karen.
Thank you, Dr. Avendano. Good morning, FSCJ colleagues. It's really nice to see everyone and to have the opportunity to share information regarding the Quality Enhancement Plan, also known as the QEP. Topic development for the QEP began in spring 2022 with input from students, faculty, staff, and administration. Based on stakeholder input and institutional data, online readiness was selected as a topic that FSCJ would focus on to improve student success over a 5-year period of time. Quest, Quality e-learning for students and teachers, was developed to accomplish 2 institutional goals. First, to increase productive grade rates in asynchronous online courses, and secondly, to reduce withdrawal rates in asynchronous online courses. In alignment with the college's mission and strategic plan, Quest will support students in better being prepared for the challenges online courses may bring. Of equal importance is ensuring faculty who teach online courses are sufficiently prepared to design and deliver high-quality, culturally responsive courses. These initiatives are also supported by research showing that student success improves when courses are designed with online students' needs in mind and when students complete online readiness and orientation programs. Strategies developed by the Instructional and Student Services Subcommittee for our students and Professional Development Subcommittee for our faculty are currently in the pilot phase. Students who indicate that they want to take one or more asynchronous online class have been encouraged to complete the Quest course in Canvas, which contains 3 modules to focus on soft skills, technical skills, and Canvas basics. Students who complete the Quest modules earn digital badges to highlight their efforts, which can be used to build their resumes and their professional networks. We actually recently had our first cohort of faculty complete PD 1896, titled Quest Quality E-Learning Strategies, which included live sessions, partnership with a faculty mentor, consultation with an instructional designer, and a course showcase. There is an incentive in place for faculty who complete the professional development course. Feedback from the pilot phase will guide improvements to both the student Canvas modules and the faculty professional development course, with full implementation of both in fall 2024. As we continue to work to improve student success in asynchronous online courses, Quest updates and data will be shared through a fall and a spring newsletter and also in an annual report. I look forward to sharing the results of the amazing work that has been done by the QEP subcommittees as we progress through these initiatives. Also, if you did not receive your QEP swag as you walked in, please be sure to grab it on the way out, and we'll also have additional items for you in the coming months as well. Thank you.
I couldn't get over how many programs FSCJ had to offer.
If you're not sure where you're at or where you want to be, FSCJ is that perfect place.
How you doing, everybody?
Hey, what's good, Dr. A?
What's good? That commercial, if you ask me, is what's good, Sam.
Absolutely. It does a great job of showcasing some of our exceptionally fast-paced programs that we offer. I love that we get to serve our students of all ages, meeting them at whatever stage they are in life. Not all schools get to say that, but I'm honored to serve our traditional students, those coming back to school later in life, those are making a change in their career, and especially our military students. It's always so special to get to hear their personal journeys and inspire them to make the most of their time with us.
You know, I couldn't agree more, Sam. You mentioned our military and veteran services and the progress we've made in our Veterans Center for Excellence. You know, FSCJ earned military-friendly gold status for our student veteran programming this past year. So let's welcome Vice President of Student Services, Dr. Linda Herlocker, to share more about the work that we've done with our military.
Good morning, everyone. I think this is the first time I've been asked to speak at Convocation, and since I'm a veteran, I can't think of a better topic to talk about than military and veteran services, right? This department, just to set the stage a little bit, this department serves about 1,500 students each semester. Those are the active duty service members, the veterans, the spouses, and dependents who are using their military veteran benefits to study at FSCJ. The staff, there's about 26 of them, provide dedicated services at our physical locations at South and Kent campus, as well as NAS Jacksonville and Naval Station Mayport. And of course, we serve all of our students through our remote services. Both NAS Jackson Mayport also serve as a national testing center for all service members on those bases and all the other colleges as well. We get a little bit of revenue for doing that, and you're welcome, Dr. Ford. As Dr. A mentioned, a couple years ago, he gave us a huge challenge to earn national recognition as the most military-friendly college in the country. Well, we're military folks. We follow orders, and no matter how aspirational that seemed, we decided we were just going to do it. So we did. Some of our initiatives were free. For example, to earn the military-friendly institution designation, our data needed to align to national standardized common data sets so that we could get apples-to-apples comparisons by third-party evaluators. So with the help of the institutional research colleagues, we got that done. Next, also in the category of free, again, Dr. Ford, for you, we worked really strategically to reestablish our connections to the other veteran-friendly and military organizations in our service area. So as you've probably seen our folks out and about, engaged in numerous events, civic activities, civic group meetings, and so forth, with the result that our community colleagues now know without doubt that FSCJ supports military and veteran students. That was the end of our free list. And the rest of our initiatives cost money, and Dr. Ford didn't have any, even though we're raising some. So we applied for and we received 2 federal grants. The first was the Veterans Upward Bound Grant, and that helps first generation, there you go, that helps first generation low-income, high-risk veterans who reside or work in Duval or Nassau counties. The goal of this high-touch program is to move the veteran from the military into a civilian life by way of a GED, technical certificate, workforce certificate, or other secondary degree program. FSCJ's Veterans Upward Bound program is the first military education pre-collegiate transition program in Duval and Nassau counties, first one. Our second grant is a Fund for the Improvement of Secondary Education, or fondly known as FSCJ grant. And by the way, FSCJ grants are kind of the unicorns in the grant world, right, Jennifer? They're really hard to get, and we're really proud to have gotten it. FSCJ has several components to it, and I won't list them all, but I got a handful for you. So first, we've reestablished our Student Veterans of America, or SVA group, which provides our vets, there you go, with a support network and access to additional resources. In a couple of years, we went literally from just a handful of members, I think we had 8 when we started, and we're up to over 100. That's pretty remarkable. Second, and this is an important one, the vet-to-vet mentoring, well, they all are. The vet-to-vet mentoring program pairs a veteran with a faculty or staff member who is also a vet, with the hope that the mentor will provide guidance, understanding, encouragement, and camaraderie. So if you're a veteran, and I'm looking for them, I know some of you, if you're a veteran, I really encourage you to sign up to become a mentor. Third, we have launched Green Zone Awareness Training. This training, available through the My Learning platform, aims to create a welcoming campus environment for our veterans by promoting awareness of military culture, the unique needs of veterans, and the resources to help them. I hope each of you will consider signing up for this important training. It doesn't take long, a couple hours at most. And I think it counts towards the 1%, but I'm not sure. I'll find that out for you. Fourth, you may already know that for many years, FSCJ has had a partnership with UNF's ROTC. Did you know that? Some people did. And that provides a pathway to a military career that starts at FSCJ and ends with a bachelor's degree at UNF and an Army commission. So last year, the FSCJ Foundation, and thanks to Cleve, who isn't here today, funded a recruiter who has connected with our high school junior ROTC programs, as well as with enlisted members of the Reserves or National Guard, to bring in new program participants. This past year, we saw a 57% increase in the number of students in that program who will then transfer to UNF and be commissioned as officers. I think that's amazing. Last but not least, the college has identified 3,400 square feet of dedicated space for a new physical veterans center right here on South Campus. You've probably seen the construction over yonder. With a lounge and a game area, kitchen, some daily lockers, computers, and so forth, the center will become a welcoming place where camaraderie and academic excellence converge. It will also contain the staff offices who serve veterans and military-affiliated students. The Vet Center is projected to be completed in March 2024. It's about 7 months away or so. And it will be an exceptional addition to FSCJ. We're really looking forward to its opening. And I'll be here for that, by the way. I don't know if you know that, but I'm going to be here for that. It's been a lot of work in the short time, but it's really paid off when we log into the militaryfriendly.com website and we saw our name on the list for the first time in a really long time. That was pretty cool. But not only that, we saw that gold seal, and that is remarkable. And along the way, accidentally, we increased our military and VA enrollments by 16%, just saying. So to wrap it up, we've had some great challenges. We've had some fantastic opportunities. Our efforts have included help from just about every other FSCJ department. So please know that I can't say thank you enough. You've been critical to the success of this program, and I thank you very much. So with your help, continuing to meet the challenges, we're going to make it the best year ever, maybe the best year in our history for military and veterans. So thanks.
How you doing, everybody?
Hey, Dr. A. It's like your 5th or 6th cup of coffee this morning. You're going to be on edge. What's new?
Well, this new version of the FSCJ commercial is new. Let's take a look.
Those are really good. I mean, it's such a great representation, not only of what we do and how extensive our programs are, but the talent we have, the people here who help put that stuff together. And each of them sort of conveys this different and unique thing about FSCJ and what we do for our students. It's whether it's our traditional degree programs, our art programs, our trade programs. It's like we have something for everybody. We truly are the community's college. And that's really awesome, and I'm really proud to be a part of that.
You know, you and me, Joe, we're both proud. And in the 4+ years that I've been here, I've always recognized how dedicated and compassionate our employees are. Our faculty and staff, they serve our community in so many different ways. They serve our students. Everybody knows our name because of the selfless work that our faculty and staff contribute to so many of the other organizations throughout our community that many people don't know about. So let's take a look at a few ways that we all make a difference in the community that we serve.
We have a great business relationship with our community, but I want them to know that we also have a personal relationship with our community.
I like to do community service projects because it makes me feel a part of the community that I'm in.
For me, this work is so important because it really brings the community together. I think we're known as the community's college, and I think it's really important for us to really live by that even when we're not at work.
I like to be a part of the change to make a difference. Even with my kids at a very young age, they know every third Sunday we're going to Claire White Mission.
In us volunteering, it helps our community. Our community helps us a lot, but it also shows that personal side that we care.
I love to show that design is just not aesthetics, that it's really so much deeper, where we can create a sense of place, a sense of community, and provide that safety net for people.
Personally, it's important to me because I think it's just part of my own personal mission as well. I think my life and my professional experiences have been the culmination of education and service.
When I was growing up, there were a lot of people in my life that gave me opportunities. I didn't know they were giving me opportunities at the time, but they really did kind of lay a path for me. So I want to do the same thing for kids and young adults that are trying to find their way in life, just trying to be there as an example, as a role model, as a resource.
The organization that I volunteer with and serve is PFLAG Jacksonville, and I serve on their scholarship committee. And PFLAG stands for Parents and Families of Lesbians and Gays, and their mission is to support, educate, and advocate for individuals who are LGBTQ+ and people who love them.
One of the organizations that we were recently able to get involved with is Pillars Plus Foundation. And so that foundation is looking to create affordable housing for youth in transition, particularly those like 18 to 25, and those aging out of the foster care system.
Volunteerism is so important and near and dear to my heart. I have so many organizations, it would be hard to name them all, but one that's really close to my heart would be, I serve as vice chair of the Northeast Florida Healthy Kids Coalition.
So we help volunteer for the Healing Hearts Project. And the Healing Hearts Project is a community charity organization that assists patients and families of those that have congenital heart disease. And these are patients that are seen by the pediatric cardiologist at Wilson's Children's Hospital and at UF Pediatric Cardiology.
The primary organization that I work with is R.L. Brown Gifted and Talented Academy. It's an elementary school over on the east side of Jacksonville, one of the Duval County public schools. I've been working with them for almost 7 years now.
For a while, I was the volunteer coordinator for the college here, and I was really able to use the relationships that I had built through Junior League of Jacksonville for different opportunities for faculty, staff, and students.
I think it's important to know that FSCJ is part of the heart of Jacksonville. Our community looks to FSCJ for leadership, to lead the way.
I believe FSCJ can leave its mark on the community by creating opportunity. And that opportunity doesn't only happen when students are sitting in our classrooms.
FSCJ has something for everyone, and we're here for everyone. And if you come to FSCJ, it doesn't matter what capacity, somehow you're going to be touched. Your life is going to be touched. And if you have the benefit of getting some kind of education or training, your whole life can be changed from that. So that's our mark. That's our legacy, right? Is like we change lives, and we're here for everybody in this community. That's what I think is most powerful.
Wow, Joe, isn't it amazing to see what some things people right here in this room are doing to make our community a better place? I'm so inspired. How about you?
No doubt. It's awesome. It's one thing to say these things, but to actually put actions behind our words and our voices, that really fulfills our calling to be the community's college. And we've seen and heard about the great things faculty and staff that are doing, but we also have so many students that are doing so many great things. Now, last year's convocation featured some very special guests, and we have invited them back again to share their talents with us this year. So please join us in welcoming FSCJ DanceWorks.
away. Your job's a joke, you broke, your love life's the old way. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. When it hasn't been your day, a week, a month, or even your year. But I'll be there for you when the rain starts to pour. I'll be there for you like I've been there before. I'll be there for you 'cause you're there for me too. Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? All those nights when you've got no lights, the check is in the mail, and your little angel hung the cat up by its tail, and your third fiance didn't show. Be glad there's one place in the world where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name. Where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. Where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came. Where everybody knows your name. And they're always glad you came.
Now that was great. Makes you want to dance. Do you think I can join him next year? Do like the robot?
Absolutely. I haven't done moves like that since 1978, Saturday Night Fever. That was.
Oh, I want to see that. Oh, yeah. I thought last year's performance would be hard to top, but that was incredible. That was incredible.
Yeah, is there a doctor in the house?
A lot, just the wrong kind of doctor.
Thank you. For so many of us, it's not every day we get to see students showcasing such great talent, such hard work. Thank you, DanceWorks. Thank you, DW2 Companies, DanceWorks Director, Professor Levy. Thank you so much. Student managers, Ashley Rhodes, Marissa Euler, Aaliyah Woodward, who developed the choreography. Just one more round of applause, please. That's awesome. Thank you.
All right, and we're going to keep the momentum rolling. And at this time, we'd like to welcome back to the stage someone whose name you most definitely know. Please give it up for our neighborly coffee bar friend and yours, Dr. A!
Cheers, FSCJ was performed before a live audience. I feel like I should say that. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Convocation 2023. It is so great to see this room nearly full. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for those who are joining us online for joining in for Convocation 2023. Now, honestly, speaking only for myself and not our two extremely talented cast members and colleagues, I think you can all fully appreciate and understand the importance of supporting the writers and the actors in Hollywood. Otherwise, this is what you got, guys. Now, but seriously, I do want to thank our colleagues, Professor Sam Mertenberg and Professor Joe LaBarbera, for their spirit and their willingness to perform in front of all of you. So let's give them a large round of applause. So the 2023-2024 school year is upon us, and it begins next week. The start of something new always carries an added level of excitement and always carries an added level of anticipation. And Convocation always provides that level of excitement and anticipation for me. And it's just like the start of a new season, or the opening night of a play, or the release of a new movie. They all bring about the idea of something new. They all bring about the idea of a new show or a new opportunity. Now, the venue, such as the field or the stage or the theater, are often the same. They've been there from the times before, and just like the college has campuses and centers that have been here in existence for nearly 60 years. Now, the players or the actors and the faculty and staff may be different and new, and that too is exciting to welcome our new people to our campus. And what's even more exciting are the fans and the audiences, and for us, it's the students. For many of them, it will be the first time experiencing what they came here for, and that should be exciting for them. And for us, we get a chance to create an experience for all of them. We, the collective we, get to share our wisdom, get to share our knowledge, and support them in the pursuit of their personal and educational goals. We have the privilege to do that for nearly 40,000 students every year. And so I truly enjoy Convocation. While it does run a close second to commencement, it's still, Convocation is a special time because it brings us all together. It's that time of year. Convocation is symbolic, and it is intended to unite us in spirit. It's intended to unite us in thought and to prepare us for the year ahead. And Convocation is really one of those that's my favorite activities throughout the year. And just as Board Chair Wayne Young said earlier, this is a wonderful opportunity to step away from our daily routines, to take some time for some fellowship, to regroup and reconnect with our friends and colleagues that maybe we haven't seen throughout the summer, and to start our version of a new season. It's to start our version or our debut of a new TV show or play or movie. It's the start of our school year for FSCJ. Now, before I begin, I again also want to thank Chairman Young for kicking off our event this year and being a good sport for today, and also to all of our trustees who were able to join us this morning. I want all of you, I want the FSCJ community to know how incredibly fortunate we are to have this group of trustees, to have their support, to have their encouragement, and to have their faith in the college and what we do here as an institution. And to our trustees, I hope that you all know that we value your time, your thoughtful attention that enhances the standing in our community and leads FSCJ into the future for our community. To our college community, to all of you here in the audience and all of you watching online, I want you to hear me when I say that our district board of trustees are united in their way of thinking of what is best for Duval and Nassau County. They are united in their way of thinking about what is best for our community, and they are united in their thinking about what is best for FSCJ. They're united in their thinking about what is best for the workforce and what is best for our students. And for that, please join me one more time in a large round of applause for our Board of Trustees. So as we work to develop our themes for this year's event, we considered a lot of different ideas and a lot of different topics, as you can imagine. And we thought about how far our institution has come in nearly 6 decades and that we have operated here in our communities. And as we consider the entire body of work, through the ups and downs and the good times and the sometimes not so good times, one thing that we should all take great pride in is that FSCJ or FCCJ or FJC has been a beacon for educational opportunity for Duval and Nassau County since 1965. And during our time, we have grown, we have changed, we have accomplished, and most importantly, we have served our community. And just in the past 4 years, we've also persevered through some unique challenges, and we've adapted to all our new challenges and circumstances that none of us had ever dreamed that we would experience in a lifetime. And moreover, I know that if we take the nearly 60 years of our existence as FJC or FCCJ or FSCJ has taken, We have taken on every challenge and every opportunity, and we have come out ahead. We have succeeded. Through it all, we've evolved. Through it all, we have held our focus on our purpose. We've held our focus on our mission. And for that, I thank all of you for the work that you've done, for the name that FSCJ means to our community. So now let's take a moment to take a stroll down memory lane for just the past few years. So back in 2019, which may seem like a lifetime ago, our convocation theme was fittingly reaching new heights. All of us were new. I was new. I was excited. I would hope we were all excited. And blissfully, though, unaware of what the academic year held for us. I had the opportunity to thank you for a warm welcome, and we talked about our focus and our commitment to achieving greatness as FSCJ. That focus and that commitment has not changed, and it never, ever should change. This pursuit of excellence continues to be a driving force for the college, and I hope and trust that it is in each and every one of you the number one focus. And then in 2020, we were forced to pivot to a virtual format, leading us to our theme, Evolving with Innovation, Passion, Perseverance, and Purpose. Why? Because we had to. And there, from a lonely stage at the Wilson Center in 2020, with only a few staff socially distanced around in the Wilson Center throughout the room, and all of you were behind your computer screens, or many of you were probably behind the computer screens. Probably just some of you were behind the computer screens. We had President LaBarbera, or Professor, hey, I promoted you. We had Professor LaBarbera an entire floor away, really at his request, but we celebrated at how well we had adjusted and how our distance had not prevented us from carrying forward again with our mission and our purpose. And then in 2021, we celebrated the opportunity to start coming back to campus with the theme that we're better together. And if we learned anything through the times of social distancing and sheltering in place, it's that we really do need each other. We are truly part of a family. We really are better together. Life is better when we are all together. And so we've adapted to the new normal. And so last year, our theme was Reflect, Refresh, and Renew. And we took the time to think about where we had been as we look forward to the future for FSCJ. And that is the essence of the kickoff for an event like Convocation in every year. And it's time to think about where we've been and to look toward for what's ahead for our institution. So we've been through a lot together and we've had much to celebrate, but today I really do want to shift our focus a little bit. Rather than talking about where we are and how we've come here, I would like to instead take this opportunity to focus on who we are. And you've heard that theme throughout this morning. FSCJ is the community's college. We are a trusted and respected resource for nearly 60 years in our community. We are a place where more than 170,000 students have earned a college degree, and countless others have had their lives changed for better through our degrees and certificates, our programs, our services, and our outreach into our community. Now, you've all heard me say this before, but our alumni truly are everywhere. I see them when I'm out and about, and I know you do too. And when you tell anybody in this community where you work, you rarely have to offer any other explanation. They usually tell us, oh, I graduated from FSCJ, right? Now, many of them will also say, well, it was FJC at the time or FCCJ at the time when I went there. But obviously people know our name, and to some extent they know who we are, but do they really appreciate and understand our role in our community? Do they even fathom what it means to have the students come through our doors and have graduates go back out into the community? What we mean to employers and training partners and to our civic leaders and our social landscape of this place that we all call home. That was the thinking that inspired this year's theme, where everybody knows our name. And yes, they know us as FSCJ, FCCJ, and FJC, but I want to ask you and think about just a few questions this morning. Do they know our full breadth of services and the opportunities that we provide our students? I would safely say they probably don't know everything that we do. Do they know that we have 4 campuses and 3 centers and 2 academies? Probably not. Do they know that we have 3 million square feet of under roof in our community? I'd say probably no. Does our community of employers, parents, and future students know that we are in every sector of our community? Do they know that our graduates touch nearly every single person every single day of the year in one way or another? I don't think so. And while everybody knows our name, do they know our story? And as Dr. Wall had asked the question earlier, do we all know our story? Does the community realize that our level of outreach and impact? Decidedly, they do not. And if we are honest, there are avenues and partnerships that many of us still don't even know ourselves. I know I don't know everything that we do. But to highlight some of those activities, several weeks ago, we sent out a survey to gather information on your involvement in our community. And the community imprint video that you saw earlier today in our program highlighted only a few of those areas, and there were far more commitments that many of you have made to our community agencies and our community partners and those who live in our community, but they are outside of your offices and outside of your classrooms. And for that, I say thank you. We applaud your support and engagement that enriches the college and the lives of the residents throughout our community and the future for Duval and Nassau County. Again, another question, do the people in our community know that we also rely on them to help us continue this work? Some do, of course, but we have many, many wonderful partners, donors, supporters who are crucial to our success. But there's always, always room for continued improvement and growth in this area. But this is our chance. This year, 2023, 2024, will be our chance. It's important that we are always thinking about what we can do on the individual level to help us in this area with our community. And one way is to really get to know the college outside of your areas of influence, especially as we approach our SAC-COC accreditation visit in late October. This year will be another chance to get to know our story, and more importantly, to be able to tell our story. As Dr. Dumashaw has shared during the recent on-point calls and on-site committee, the on-site committee will review and evaluate our previous work and our findings of the compliance certificate reports that have been written in response to those findings will closely be reviewed through the QEP. And while the committee members are here, they will be conducting interviews while the SACS committee is here. They'll be conducting interviews with various administrators, faculty, staff, and even our students. So it's important that we are all prepared, as they may stop anyone on campus, to ask us about our institution, to make sure that we are doing what we say we're doing. And this will be another chance that we have to tell our story. Now, this isn't meant to cause anybody unnecessary stress. They just want to know that we are conducting ourselves and doing the things that we say that we're doing. So we look forward to that. So I hope that you all look forward to that. And as our faculty would say, it's important to know this because, yes, it's going to be on the test. Right? So as a quick recap, there are 5 major areas that we want all of our employees to be familiar with. Obviously, our mission, our vision, and our core values. The strategic plan that we work so hard to put into place. The quality enhancement plan that you heard about this morning, or QUEST, which you heard about earlier today. The outcomes assessment process and the relevant sections of the compliance certificate. And then following the visit, here in late October, we will receive final decision by SAC-COC, their Board of Trustees, in June of 2024. And on behalf of the entire college, I appreciate all the work that everybody has done to have this project go forward and to make sure that we show who FSCJ is. So I promise you, we are close to the end. It's been a lot of work, and I thank you all for your continued commitment. So we'll soon be distributing guides to help you prepare for the visit. Now, it's not in the form of artificial intelligence, so don't worry about that. And it is an allowable cheat sheet, so you can feel free to take as many as you need. In addition, we're going to be creating badges with our mission, vision, core values, our QEP information that you can clip onto your identification card so you can wear it around our campuses and remind you of what we need to know. And then furthering our work to enhance FSCJ's presence and perception, the master facility plan is also well underway. You heard a little bit this morning about our first step with the Veterans Center for Excellence. And we thank you all again for your thoughtful participation in that process for our facilities. Many of you joined us for the open house that we had, just in case you missed it, I'd like to share some of the plan objectives that we have come together thanks to the work and the support from our community partners, to all of you, to our students, as well as the facilities team and our partners, Prosser, Haskell, and PQH Architects. Our plan will enhance the visibility, the opportunities and unique identities of each of our locations and what they offer to our individual neighborhoods. We will be focused on improving the experience for all who come onto our campus, whether it's physically or through remote access. We will create a sense of place, just like Cheers. We will be taking measures to enhance our position within the business community and the economic growth landscape by elevating delivery of our student services for those who access us here on campus, specifically for our military and our veteran students, and aligning our locations with our academic offerings so that we continue to better serve our community. To support our master plan efforts and to lead us into the next phase for FSCJ, I'm pleased to share that this year we will be launching the first real ever comprehensive campaign at the college, which will help us raise the funding necessary to expand our resources and our outreach, reinvigorating our learning spaces and the neighborhoods that we serve. And I'm excited for that. We are inspired by the upcoming 60th anniversary that we will soon launch this campaign, Transforming Tomorrow. This will also be a chance, once again, to tell our story. It's a chance to tell our story to the business community, to our parents in the community, to the students, and most importantly, to the philanthropic community in Duval and Nassau County and beyond. Now, the campaign will focus on 3 key areas: transforming student access, transforming the student experience, and transforming community. And to make this campaign a success, it'll take everyone engaged from our faculty and staff. And after all, we are the best ambassadors for FCJ, FCCJ, and FSCJ. And if we expect our community to get behind us, we must be able to lead by example. So I'm proud of the progress that we've made on this front on a number of different ways. The I'm In campaign has been a great success for 2 years in a row, and I thank you for all those of you who have committed to be part of the I'm In campaign through this journey. And I can't fail to give a special shout out to this year's winner for the President's Cup. We're on their home turf, our South Campus, for having the highest percentage of faculty and staff donors. Congratulations to them, and we thank you for everyone who's participated, but congratulations to our South Campus employees. We have so many other things, but these are just a few things that we can look forward to in 2023 and 2024. And I know I'm excited for the upcoming year and all that is on the horizon for our institution. And we are certainly making great strides towards greatness, and I cannot adequately express my true gratitude and appreciation for the work that each and every one of you do every day. And I'm hopeful that this time together has created some excitement and some positive momentum as we go into our school year. We start classes next week. and we will stay with you until we meet here again next year. Let's continue that momentum. So in closing, I want to thank all of our presenters today. Thank you once again to our MCs, Dr. Ertenberg and Professor LaBarbera, and who always do an amazing job and inspire me. Thank you. It's like an Academy Award speech here, right? I want to thank the entire committee. It's a lot of people that come together to put this event on. So those who help plan and coordinate and prepare Convocation, let's give them all a round of applause. I mean, it really is a major production, and they're working with amateurs sometimes. So once again, thank you for being here for Convocation 2023. Monday, this coming Monday, is our opening day. This coming Monday, we're going to raise the curtain. This coming Monday, we're going to get to add to our story. So I wish everybody a fantastic school year. And I thank you once again for your commitment and your dedication to FSCJ, to our students, and to our community. So now, let's watch one more version of the commercial before we draw for some of the raffle prizes. Check this out. You know, the first time I saw those, God, it gave me chills. It really did. It was really so cool. And I've heard a lot of people from our community really said, you know, FSCJ has greatly stepped up their game. So I'm proud of the work that everybody did for those commercials. So now, Jill's going to come up on stage. And we're going to draw some of our raffle prize winners. If you have the winning ticket, please stand so we can see who you are. And as we dismiss in just a few more moments, you can meet Jill up front and we will make sure that you get your prizes. If the $1.55 billion winner is in the crowd, the foundation will reach out to you very shortly. If you have $155, we'll reach out to you very shortly. So first up is the FSCJ laptop bag, a Yeti cup, and some other FSCJ swag. $993-570. All right. Congratulations. Next, we have a $50 gift card that can be used at multiple different restaurants, an FSCJ laptop bag, a Yeti cup, and a t-shirt. I'm assuming it's an FSCJ t-shirt. It's not a Cheers FSCJ t-shirt? No, just be kind of cool swag when you think about it. All right, sorry. The next winning ticket, 994115. In the back. Our third prize, we are now drawing for a $100 Tijuana Flats gift card, an FSCJ Yeti cup, and another FSCJ t-shirt. It's a blue ticket. No, I'm just kidding. Whenever I buy raffle tickets, that's what always happens to me. I'm not even in the right color, much less close to the number. 994193. 994193. Going once, you got to be present to win.
You do. Okay.
And gone. Your odds increase significantly now. We just took one out. 994-152. 994-15. There we are. Congratulations. Next up is a $100 Target gift card, an FSCJ Yeti cup, and an FSCJ t-shirt. 993-544. 993-544. Going once. Going twice. The prize is mine. Once again, $100 Target gift card, FSCJ Yeti cup, and t-shirt. 994-173. 994-1. There's people still in the audience, right? I mean, 994-173 going once, twice, 3 times a lady, Lionel Richie. All right. I'll date myself for those. For those who are under 30, lean to the person next to you. They'll tell you who that was. All right, same thing, $100 gift card to Target. FSCJ Yeti cup and the t-shirt, 993-932.
Please, for the love of God. Okay, this could get funny. We have a few extra tickets in here.
Did the faculty union call like a special meeting or something like that? Just kidding, just kidding. All right. After this, I'm going to have somebody just shout out their number, and whoever the first one is, we'll just give it to them. 994-130. Greg? All right. Dr. Wirtz? And last but not least, finally, although don't leave right away because I might go through about 5 or 6 tickets. We're going to be drawing for a $100 Amazon gift card, FSCJ laptop bag, and FSCJ t-shirt. 993-795. 993-795. These might be tickets from last year, is my guess. Actually, before I announce the last number, one more round of applause for DanceWorks and the work that they did.
And John Woodward's daughter was in the dance.
And I mention that again for a couple of reasons. First, they were an outstanding job. And I see Professor Woodward against the back wall, and his daughter was part of that dance group. Thank you, John. Let's try it again. 993. 621. All right, there we go.
One bit of housekeeping that I can someone with the glasses.
Nope.
Bit of housekeeping.
A bit of housekeeping. I could actually use these because I struggle. Anybody's glasses? They are prescription glasses that they may have left somewhere around here.
There.
Okay, we're going to draw for them next. Should you need them. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the introductory part for Convocation 2023. I know we have a lot of meetings throughout the day. We have plenary and a number of other things, activities. Thank you all for being here today. I wish you all a fantastic 2023-24 school year. Let's have it, make it a great year. Thank you all.